You can't tell someone like me to shoot their shot, because if I shoot my shot and that person reject me, I'm gonna shoot them for real, because I don't do that well with rejection, and now I'm embarrassed.
A common question that comes up when I have one-on-one consultations or in the comment section or when I'm just talking to guys is, why don't women ever shoot their shot? Why don't they ever approach me? Why do I always have to go out of my way? Why I always have to go up to her and introduce myself and tell her that I'm interested? Why can't she just slide in my DMs like I have dozens and dozens of times? It's because women are afraid. They're terrified of being rejected. They don't like to make the first move. Women are extremely passive aggressive. So what they'll do is they'll just look at you really quick and then turn their head. Or they might glance at you real quick and turn their head and look somewhere else. And it's up to you to look at the choosing signals and see that, oh, this woman is interested. And even if you most likely go up to her and shoot your shot, she can easily reject you. Women, matter of fact, they love rejected men. It feels great to them because that's power to them. This is why they don't like going up to guys and shooting their shot, even if they find you attractive. Heck, I had a woman that I used to work with years ago, many years ago. She says, man, I found you attractive and you're cute, but I was just afraid to talk to you. I had women tell me that a lot. And it's like, you're afraid to talk to me? Why can't you just say what's up? Why can't you just say, hey, heck, slip me your number, write on your number, and just give it to me. Men know what to do, right? But women, they fear rejection. They just can't handle it. And they can't handle it because they're not built for it. They're not like us. So a lot of guys might be mad and say, man, I can't read a woman's mind. They'll give you some signals here and there. But for the most part, it's up to us to go up to them, to shoot our shot, to even measure them on dating apps first and risk rejection. That's because us men can take it better. Yeah, it's messed up and life will be 1,000 times easier if that woman just said, hey, how's it going? I thought you're cute. Hey, and just give him your number. You know what to do, right? You'd be like, man, okay, I don't have to play this game. But women, most likely, they just can't handle it. They think they're above you for the most part. Women get off on guys, rejecting them. I've even approached women and they gave me all these choosing signals and they walked by me a few times and looking at me. And I'm like, oh, so that's my shot. Ding, ding, ding. The green light. And I go up to them and I try to, talk to them, and then they just reject me. And you're like, okay, what was all that for? It's because a lot of women just want an ego boost. Because the woman's ego is actually far bigger than the man's ego, believe it or not. Because if it wasn't, they would easily shoot the shot. They would easily come up to you and make it happen. They wouldn't just decline and just reject you. Because some women, even if they find you attractive, they will still reject you because they don't feel like they're good enough. So a lot of the times it's like a double-edged sword. But all in all, guys, it's a numbers game out there. So if you're actually shooting your shot, if you're actually making things happen and going up to women, that's the only thing you can do, right? You can't, just sit back and say, well, she's going to approach me, because women will never approach you. Rarely, if ever. Now, they might be drunk and they might, come past you and just brush up on you or something like that. But that's rare itself. Women cannot handle rejection. They don't want to risk their ego because they don't have much going on. Here's the thing. If you as a man were to reject a woman, let's say she came up to you and said, hey, how's it going? Darius, I think you're cute. Hey, how's it going? You're an attractive guy. Hey, what's up? And I just say, oh, I'm good. To her, that's going to mean, man, he's rejecting my entire existence, because everything, the most valuable thing a woman has is her image, her beauty, her looks. So we get rejected as men. We're like, okay, well, all right, so I just got to maybe work out a bit. I got probably, make a little more money. Maybe I got to shave. Maybe I got to, get a better haircut. We start thinking of different things that we have to do because we're more solution-based. We think with logic. Women are not solution-based. So when they get rejected, they're like, oh, man, I'm unattractive. I mean, they just totally go into a hole. I had talked to women before and it was like, oh yeah, I talked to a guy one time and then that was it. I never talked to a guy ever again in years. I said, why not? I said, I just couldn't handle the rejection. Women are terrified of this. There's no reason to get mad at them or frustrated because they're passive aggressive anyway. They don't know how to take the lead like us. This is why being a man and actually shooting your shot is a good thing because you can take the lead. You can direct. You can tell her, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Let's go here. Let's do this. And she can be in her feminine. But women can't handle rejection. Listen, it'll eat them alive. They fear putting themselves over the line, putting themselves on a chopping block for everybody to see that, oh, you're not good enough. Because no woman wants to be told that she's not good enough, that she's not attractive enough, because everything is predicated on her image, her size, right? How she looks. So if we get rejected by a woman, it's like, okay, I can work on other things. I can maybe build a business. I can maybe get a nicer car. I can maybe work on game. See, if a woman comes up to you and you reject her, you're not thinking about her mouthpiece, right? You're not thinking about her swag. You're just looking at her image. So you're like, oh, this chick, she ain't even cute. Women, if you're attractive, you still have to have a mouthpiece. You still have to, have some sort of charisma or good body language. And that's why us men, we can always work on things. Women, it's just one look at her. Oh no, I'm good. And that's what they fear the most, because they know that they can't work on anything else. They know that we don't necessarily care about their personality like that. Now they have to, be kind of fun a little bit. They can't be a doorknob, but they know us men, number one, the priority is their image, how they look. And if they risk that, they risk you rejecting them. They're like, man, they just lose their mind. I had women that cut their wrist that I ran into because they got rejected by guys. Yes, it's 100% fact. See, we get to work on stuff. We get to build our body. We can do a lot of different things that can help us. Because even if you are not all that attractive, even if you're not like a really good looking guy, right? You're not blessed with the genetics. What happens is you can help yourself out with a mouthpiece. You can learn how to talk to women. You can build confidence. See, us men, we don't look at women and say, oh, she has confidence. She approached me. We don't care about that. And this is why approaching women is not a bad thing, because it builds your confidence as a man. And the number one trait that women love is confidence. See, and that's what women don't really have. They don't possess that. They're extremely passive. They're extremely just afraid of everything. They don't take chances. Women they don't take risks in life, right? They rather be behind a man who takes risks, because that's how we built this world. We built everything around us because we as men decided to take risk, because we were confident in what we were doing and we believed in ourselves. Women don't believe in themselves. They believe in makeup. They believe in other things, but them believing in themselves, it's not going to happen. So that's why they would never approach you, and they fear rejection. They're terrified of it. They can't handle it. So guys, when you think about a woman not approaching you and you getting frustrated and mad, you're like, man, dude, they never talk to me. They never approach me. Does she like me? Just understand that women are natural cowards. They don't have confidence. They don't have charisma. Most women, believe it or not, they don't even know what to say. So they'll look at a guy and they're like, okay, what do I say? I've approached a lot of women and they just like, they were kind of, like, okay, what do I say? And they were nervous themselves. Guys, believe it or not, most women are more nervous and scared than you are when you guys approach. Because she's like, oh man, who's this guy? What do I say? They got all these different things going on in her head. And this is why you can control the situation, the conversation, and the interaction. Guys, that's the female. They would never shoot their shot. Rarely, if ever. Even on social media, they'll give your post a lot of likes. They'll give your, different pictures likes, and they might comment one emoji maybe, but they would never slide in your DMs like that. And even if they do slide in your DMs, they might say, hey, they might ask about something silly and random. They would never be direct, because being direct and straightforward is a masculine, manly trait. Going over here, going over there, and doing all these different things, that's feminine. So let them be feminine, let them do their thing, and make sure you don't feel bad because a woman doesn't approach you. Just understand they do find you attractive, but they will never shoot their shot because they are terrified of rejection.